Okay, so you guys actually made a really complicated neural network to try to study that spiral. And it seems to be going along, and you even made the spiral complicated by including a lot of noise. So what did you think when, what did you guys think about when this thing was running?
Well, it has bounced around for a while. Like you can see here. It's been really jumpy, but now it's sort of flattening out around 2.
Okay. What does around 2 mean?
Like 0.2. The test loss is 0.2 about.
All right. So that means it correctly guesses a dot 80% of the time, and incorrectly 20% of the time on the when it sees a new dot. That's what test means. Test means a new one comes in.
So there's like these.
It's about done
orange
right
dots.
now, but still changing.
It's still trying to learn. Can we reset this? Can we go back to the beginning?
The beginning of this.
Yeah.
I think we just click the reset. No.
Pause it.
Okay. So let's just stop it. All right.
So.
All right. So I'm going to zoom in on the noise on your actual data. So that's a noisy spiral.
Here.
Right. So if I added, where's a part where you think it would be actually fairly easy if I added a new dot to tell what it was?
Well, like around here, there's pretty much orange at this level here.
We're in this clump of oranges, or a blue dot in a clump of blues.
Okay. And where do you think it would be actually pretty hard to tell?
Like right in the center of this big clump of orange and blue.
Okay. And can you tell me a spot where you think it might be hard to tell?
Well, kind of like right in between the orange dot and the blue dot that are really close together there.
Yeah, and so this is actually a pretty hard problem because the blues and the oranges are all pretty mixed up, and you wouldn't know if I told you. What do I have to point with? If I added a dot, sort of even like right over here, it's not obvious. Would that be blue or orange?
Yeah.
So being able to guess right 80% of the time on new data is pretty good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe we can make it better. I don't know. But we can see some of the things we start with. For example.
Well, we just wanted to make the most complicated one we could.
Yeah, but you see, these two don't really fit the data all that well.
So what happens if we take them out?
So we can take them out, and maybe we make it less complicated. How do I take that one out?
It's out right now.
Okay. But now I have stuff that maybe fits the data. At least it has variation.
Yep.
And fits the data maybe better? I don't know. So last time we got down to 0.2. Let's see what happens when we run this.
It's running at about the same speed. This might take a while because the iterations are very slow.
Yeah, the iterations are very slow, you're right. But it does seem to be improving a little bit, at least the learning is, getting worse.
So
Now it's going back down.
Now it's going back down, but you can see how it's sort of learning about different regions, it's learning about different areas.
So it's saying that like this area here.
We're having that area of jumpiness that we had last time.
Yeah, and that's just part of learning.
So now it's going down. No, it went back up. So
Now we're on.
and this general area seems to like stay blue.
Okay, so and that's where a lot of blue dots are too, right?
Yeah. Then there's these orange dots. 2 orange dots in the blue.
Yeah, and this is a very hard problem. Do you remember how many iterations we had last time?
It was
About
like
500.
About
Yeah.
500.
So, getting there.
We're at about 140.
Yeah, it's still very, very jumpy. Does it look like it's still improving? Is that still sloping down up here?
More or less.
Oh, look, it just found sort of a spirally
Ooh, and
pattern.
it's at 246, so
It's
it
not
just
jumping
went down.
around as much.
Just went down really a lot, and now it's not jumping around. very flat.
except for that bit over there.
Yeah, it's funny that it thinks that's an orange bit. But I wonder if the spiral continued, would that bit actually truly, would part of the orange spiral hit that?
Oh, it just jumped a lot.
Now we're jumping around again.
Oh, it's heading back down. But for a moment, it just jumped.
So we're about 0.23.
Yeah, and then we haven't even run as many iterations yet, so sometimes, sometimes, not all the time, sometimes you get surprises.
Yeah.
Sometimes, knowing a little bit about your data helps you sort of choose the initial learning bits that would help and choose ones that won't help. So here we made the model less complicated by not including some things in the beginning.
Yeah.
And it seems to be doing pretty close to just as well as the prior one. So that's actually kind of fun.
So,
Do you think it could do better if we had a less complicated model?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the iterations would run faster and we would see the data more efficiently.
Interesting thought.
It doesn't think that area is an orange area anymore. But it does think that this area close to 0 would be an orange area.
Yeah, and so we're down, we're down to very, well, as soon as I say it starts jumping all over the place, but
Wow.
we were down to about as good as we were before.
No, it
about
thinks it's an
0.2.
orange area.
We went back up now.
So I think the more flashy shades of orange, like these parts of orange.
The deeper oranges.
Yeah, deeper oranges will they're more confident about the data.
Uh-huh.
And then the deep blue, same thing, but the lighter ones here and there, they say they could change. And now it's didn't really go back down. And now it's just going up.
Yeah, it's interesting. Although actually now finally it's getting these two orange dots up here. At least it's not saying those are blue anymore.
It's saying that it could be anything. Or kind
More
of
orange though. I mean, it's
Tilting
around,
tilting towards orange.
coming back down. But
Okay. Well, I want to show you one last thing that doesn't relate to data that somebody did with neural networks that I learned about in the class, because it's really amazing what you
Okay.
can do, all the different various kinds of things you can use machine learning for.
okay.